Hello, this is Creative Darla coming from Tucson, Arizona from my stamping cave. And this is card number 3 for my May to Go kits. And I have all the information in the description. And if you've missed cards 1 and 2, I have the link to the playlist so you can catch up on those. So this is the card I'm making. And it comes together pretty quickly. So I'm going to put that aside. And I'm going to be using Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, and Peaceful Pine. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with my stamping. So I'm going to bring in my piercing mat and going to bring in this sentiment right here. So many reasons to celebrate. And I'm going to stamp that on this circle right here. I'm going to be using Berry Burst ink. And this is one of the new in colors. So I'm just going to ink that up. And I'll put it about right there. Perfect. Okay. Then I am going to just move this aside for a minute. Going to do some tone-on-tone stamping on here. This is cloud cover, but I'm going to use Lost Lagoon because I think it goes really well together. So I'm going to use Lost Lagoon on this cloud cover, just on my border, and I'm going to do that with this leaf. But I am going to stamp it off because I don't want it that dark. So I can just bring this back in. Again, I'm just going to stamp off. And there we go. All right. Then, let's see. That actually, let me bring the inside of my card in. Going to use Peaceful Pine and Berry Burst. And I am going to stamp a flower, a leaf. Going to do that right here. Then I'm going to bring in, let's see, where did it go? I have a little flower here. And it's going to coordinate with our card on the outside. So there we got the inside. And I'm just going to leave that blank for right now. And close up all my inks here. Okay. So we can go ahead and attach this to the inside of the card. All right. Then I am going to bring in the rest of my cards here. So you're going to get a die here, and I've already stamped mine, and that's going to be added to our card here soon. I'm going to adhere this designer paper. And just like that. And I am going to pop up this layer with my Stampin' Dimensionals. If you're watching with me, I would love if you'd give me a thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber, I would love for you to be a subscriber. Trying to grow my YouTube channel. Oops. All right, so just going to bring this back in. And I liked this layer. It just kind of looks like a picture frame to me with that big area there. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere the rest of this to my card base here. And let's see, about right there. And this, we're going to bring this back in, and I am going to pop that up with a couple of dimensionals. And this card is almost done. All right. Then I'm going to take my two die cuts, my two dies, and I'm going to use my mini glue dots. And let's see, I'm just going to kind of roll this up a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is, well, I didn't get that piece on there. All right, so take two. For some reason it's hard to see these today. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just roll that up a little bit, and then I'm going to put that right on the stem, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to put that about right there. Then let's see, I'm going to do another glue dot. I've already got this popped up with a dimensional, so I'm going to use a glue dot for that. And looks like I'm almost out of my roll here. Well, good thing I got more. All right, so that will just get tucked in right like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. We're gonna make it work. All right, just like that. And you would just add some bling. I did add the Dreamy Flowers embellishments on my card. But that is it for card number 3, and I'll be back with card number 4 to finish up the May to Go kits.